This right here is Jasmine Paolini, and, well, she's not your regular tennis player. As you could probably tell, Jasmine is a fair bit smaller than the average tennis player. Well, that's underselling it a bit because at 5 feet 4 inches, Jasmine Paolini is 6 inches shorter than Qin Wen-zheng. She is 7 inches shorter than Aryna Sabalenka and 8 inches shorter than Elena Rybakina. Yeah, height isn't Paolini's greatest strength. But you know what they say, it's not about the size, it's about the heart and determination. And Jasmine Paolini has plenty of both. At 5 feet 4, Jasmine Paolini is aiming to place herself among a rare group of tennis players who have managed to succeed despite their height limitations. She has a chance to become the shortest Grand Slam champion in history, standing alongside legendary players who have proven that height isn't everything in tennis. At the age of 28, when most players are experiencing a gradual decline and winding down their careers, Jasmine Paolini is just hitting her stride. Her remarkable breakthrough at an age where many peers are past their peak makes her rise even more extraordinary. In a world full of towering power hitters, Jasmine Paolini has maximized her strengths and minimized her weaknesses, using her tactical intelligence and exceptional hand-eye coordination to outsmart her opponents. She is the epitome of an all-court player with no glaring weaknesses. And she exemplifies what it means to be a complete player, seamlessly adapting to any surface and excelling in all aspects of the game. Jasmine's height was always considered a disadvantage, but she turned it into her strength. Her speed and strategic play are unmatched. Her playing style is dynamic and aggressive, characterized by powerful ground strokes. In addition to great technique, her agility, quickness, and power allow her to make up for her lack of inches. Let's start with her signature shot, the forehand. Jasmine employs a significant amount of topspin on her forehand, creating a heavy ball that is difficult for opponents to handle. She expertly constructs her points using this shot, often taking control of rallies early and bullying her opponents around the court. Her precision is exceptional, allowing her to place the ball exactly where she wants with remarkable consistency. This powerful and versatile forehand is effective on any surface, whether it be hard courts, grass, or clay. Watch these points and see how she immediately takes charge of the point with her forehand when she gets a relatively short ball. Here she hits a clean winner on a return of serve by cutting off the angle on her opponent's slice serve. And on this point here, she is in complete control of the rally using her ground strokes against Aryna Sabalenka, one of the most powerful players in the world. Her backhand is equally as dangerous, but she hits a much flatter ball from that wing. The ball swiftly cuts through the court and stays remarkably low, making it exceedingly difficult for opponents to counter. This shot becomes even more potent on grass, where the ball skids, making returns extremely challenging. Her cross-court backhand is particularly devastating, often used effectively in counterattacks to disrupt her opponent's rhythm. Watch her here as she goes toe-to-toe using her forehand against one of the biggest hitters on the tour, Elena Rybakina. The best part of Jasmine Paolini's game, however, is her exceptional net play. Regularly playing doubles has significantly enhanced her mid-court skills and reaction speed, while her quick hands and incredible touch allow her to make elite plays at the net. Paolini is also fearless in moving forward and aggressive in finishing points with authority. Her versatility in shot selection is remarkable. Whether it's drop shots, sharp angles, or penetrating volleys, she can execute them all with control and finesse. Take a look at this point as she hits a nice approach shot and finishes with a nice touch volley at the net. Same here, as she moves forward with a chip and charge, and ends the point with a beautiful angled volley. And here's a beautiful half volley. She makes a very difficult shot look easy. She's such a crafty player, an absolute wizard at the net. Look at how amazing her cat-like reflexes and incredible feel on display on these points. Consistently participating in doubles matches has undoubtedly sharpened her net game to perfection. Paolini is without doubt one of the best volleyers in the world and also a top 10 doubles player. Even though she's much shorter than the average player, Paolini's serve isn't a weakness. She can hit every spot of the box when serving, And while she usually doesn't get a lot of free points on her serve, for someone so small, her serve is impressive. She averages just 97.3 miles per hour on her first serve, but her precision makes it effective, with 22% of her first serves going unreturned in 2024, an improvement from her previous average of 20%. Her second serve is not overly attackable either. She generates a tremendous amount of spin on her second serve, making the ball really kick off the court. Her explosive leg strength really allows her to hit up on the ball to serve with that much spin. By focusing on having an all-court game, she gives herself more options to beat her opponents, consistently outmaneuvering them on the court with a variety of shots and strategic tactics. Her exceptional speed and agility also allow her to outlast opponents in prolonged rallies. Her speed, consistency, and powerful ground strokes allows her to compete with any of the heavy hitters in the world. In fact, the longer the rallies are, the better she becomes. According to Tennis Abstract, in 2024, she won 54% of her points when the rally length was between 4 to 6 strokes, and almost 57% when the rallies were between 7 to 9 strokes. Despite her height, Jasmine has managed to carve out a remarkable career for herself. In a sport where height and power are often seen as the most important attributes, Jasmine has proven that skill, intelligence, and hard work can become a great equalizer. Prior to 2024, Paolini was already into the back half of her 20s and floating between 50 and 80 in the rankings, where she had spent much of her career. Even the most dedicated of tennis fans knew the Italian as a good, tenacious tour player, but never a likely Grand Slam winner. She also had a Grand Slam record of 4-16 before her breakout year. She was often overshadowed by taller, younger competitors, but every setback was just fuel for her fire. In a world dominated by towering power hitters, Jasmine Paolini has maximized her strengths and minimized her weaknesses, using her tactical intelligence and exceptional hand-eye coordination to outsmart her opponents. Whatever Jasmine lacks in height, she more than makes up for with her incredible skill and tactical intelligence. In just under a season, she has already achieved more highlight-worthy victories and memorable matches than many players manage in their entire careers. Her agility, all-court game, and sheer willpower took her to new heights. The turning point in her career really came with a collaboration with her new coach Renzo Furlan. In 2023, he devoted himself entirely to her, and the results were immediate. Jasmine said in an interview, "The fact that he started to follow me on a permanent basis both in training and in tournaments for me represented a turning point, as we managed to give continuity to the work." 2024 was the year everything changed for Jasmine Paolini. As one-title seasons go, Jasmine Paolini's 2024 was one of the best. Before this year, she had never cracked the top 25, but she finished the year 4th in the world rankings. In her first 16 Grand Slam main draw appearances, she had never advanced past the second round, but she reached the second week at all 4 majors in 2024. The Italian also won her first WTA 1000 title in Dubai, beating along the way top players like Maria Sakkari and Anna Kalinskaya. She also won a gold medal for Italy at the Paris Olympics in doubles with her partner Sara Errani. And she capped off her amazing year by leading Italy to victory in the Billie Jean King Cup. Earlier in her career, Jasmine struggled to believe she could excel on hard courts, despite her success on clay courts. However, this mindset changed as she gained confidence from working on her game to be more successful on faster surfaces. This shift in belief, coupled with detailed video analysis of her ground strokes, led to improvements in her serve and forehand. Jasmine worked on reducing her forehand follow-through and increasing her serve percentage and spin. She acknowledged her need for precision over power given her height, and focused on refining her technique to elevate her performance on hard courts. The highlight of the season has been Jasmine's physical improvements, becoming more explosive and agile. She did specific workouts to become even more explosive on her legs. She is also mentally more resilient, having worked on her mental strength. We now see her cheering and motivating herself between points, showcasing her newfound confidence. Looking ahead, Jasmine Paolini aims to continue balancing singles and doubles play effectively without exhausting herself. To maintain her lofty position in the singles rankings or climb even higher, she will look to build on her remarkable run in 2024 and perhaps capture her first major title. But can Jasmine Paolini become the shortest Grand Slam champion in history? Former champions like the legendary Billie Jean King, who stands at 5 feet 5 inches, as well as Justine Henin and Simona Halep, both at 5 feet 6 inches, have proven smaller players can win major titles in the Open era. But at 5 feet 4 inches, Paolini would indeed make history. Jasmine Paolini's story is a testament to the power of perseverance. Standing at just 5 feet 4 and overcoming countless obstacles, she has proven that greatness isn't limited by height or age. And at an age where most female athletes are winding down their careers, Jasmine is just beginning to shine.